We're a city on the rise, so parking is often tough to find. Now Metro wants to sell all of its parking meters to a private company.
It would mean millions for the city, which is dealing with a budget shortfall. But investigative reporter Ben Hall reveals it also means we will all pay more to park.
Parking is an issue downtown.
There's nothing easy about it.
It's definitely gotten a lot more difficult than, when I moved down here in 2012.
Nashville is booming and parking is expensive.
It's downtown, you can't find parking for under $30, like for 2 hours.
Now Metro is hoping to cash in, looking for help with its budget problems.
What we're proposing here is new to Nashville, but it is not new in the world of parking management.
Metro is now accepting proposals from private companies to take over metered parking in Nashville. A company would pay millions up front for the right to administer and profit from Nashville's street parking.
This is about a lot more than just meters. It's really about putting Nashville on a path to being a true 21st century smart city.
Mayor Briley's chief strategy officer, Brian Kelsey, recommended that the Traffic and Parking Commission approve big changes to Nashville's metered parking, so it will be more attractive for a private company. They include eliminating free parking on Sundays and extending the hours of operation until 10 p.m. every day. Currently, meters stop charging after 6 p.m. Raising rates by 25 cents an hour, with future increases connected to the Consumer Price Index. And more than doubling fines when the meter runs out, from $11 to $25.
But the biggest changes will happen in places like 5 Points in East Nashville, where you will no longer be able to park for free. These streets and the streets around it will likely get new meters. It's a scene that will play out all across the city.
Other areas likely to see meters are streets in and around 12 South, large parts of Germantown, and roads behind Green Hills Mall. Overall, the city could more than double the number of meters.
We're expanding the footprint drastically on where these meters can go.
Councilman Steve Glover was shocked when he saw the areas where a private vendor could start putting meters.
We're going to get a boatload of phone calls from people that are going to be mad as a hornet because now they're going to start paying for parking on the street that they were used to not having to pay parking for.
Metro wants $17 million for each of the first 2 years of a 30-year contract. It would share in the parking revenues after the first 2 years.
Short-term gain for the city and long-term loss for the taxpayers' pockets.
But Glover worries the city is making a bad deal. In fact, earlier this year, Metro nearly awarded the metered parking contract to a financial firm that has other city contracts, but then abruptly backed out of the deal after another company protested, claiming Metro had a gross misunderstanding of their proposal and was leaving as much as $74 million on the table.
There was some confusion in the original solicitation.
Metro is now rebidding the contract, asking for more money up front, but also promising potential companies the higher rates and more meters.
I have no idea how you don't read this and see that we're being taken advantage of.
Glover worries the city is desperate to get the upfront money to make next year's budget work. Metro wants the contract in place before the start of the next fiscal year in July.
Nashville is trailing a lot of what other cities have done in terms of a modern approach to on-street metered parking.
Code word, we're going to modernize. Translation, we're going to take your money.
Companies have until tomorrow to submit bids to the city, so it's still fairly early in the process. But there's no doubt Metro is hoping to get $17 million at the start of this next fiscal year.